there's those people too that are like fake supporters that follow you and watch what you're doing just to see, you know, if you're failing or if you're not doing well, and that's really weird. And like that kind of took me by surprise with some people, because I just never expected that. You know, I always just would hope for the best for like everything. You know, I always like put the best in my mind. So, but I really didn't take into account how like much my passion and dreams would bother other people, you know, why would I, you know? So
it's a weird thing, man.
Yeah.
It seems like it would take so much energy.
Well, part of it, I think,
like,
too,
you know,
is like, you know, people that feel that way probably also have aspirations of their own of things that they wish they could do, but they're not willing to, you know, kind of go above and beyond to sacrifice and kind of give up other things to get there. So they'd rather just kind of, you know, be comfortable where they're at and
which, if you're one of those people, man, stop doing that. Just if you have a passion, you love something, then do it. You know what I mean? Like, if you're working at Wendy's right now, but you want to be an astronaut, get out of the Wendy's, go start going to astronaut classes and become an astronaut.
Go buy some of that freeze-dried ice cream.
I wonder how many people
get to work.
I wonder how many people actually do aspire to be astronauts. Like, I know when you're a little kid, people are like, I want to be an astronaut. But once you realize, you know, like, how far you have to go to be an astronaut, as far as like, not only do you have to kind of be a rocket scientist, now you also have to be willing to get blasted off into space. Like, I'm not a big fan of airplanes, so I'm definitely never pursuing a career in aerospace. Yeah.
There are other like things that you could do for that though. Astronomers.
You can be Houston, man. You can be the guy who's
like presses the button.
We got him. You can be the guy who like when they land, you go like this and you like light a cigarette.
You could be an astronaut.
I actually heard a woman talk. This is crazy, but I heard a woman talk at a conference that I was at, and she was a rocket scientist for NASA, and she was in the room, but her entire like, well, I'll call it a TED Talk. It was not, but her entire like. Presentation was about this thing called imposter syndrome, which is like, you know, she had degrees from I don't remember the schools off the top of my head, but we'll say like MIT,
but they were good.
and whatever.
Trust
Princeton,
they were good schools.
They were those
you've heard of them.
Yeah, schools you've heard of.
Yeah,
and but she was like the only woman that was in that room. You know, the room where everybody shaking their fists when
with all the black ties
when they get lifted up.
Coffee.
She was the only woman in the room, and she was, you know, supposed to be there, and then she, you know, kept getting these higher and higher positions, but she kept, you know, feeling like she necessarily didn't belong, even though she clearly was qualified. And it was this whole imposter syndrome speech. It was pretty interesting.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I feel like an imposter sometimes.
Yeah, and imposter syndrome is a real thing. Like, a lot of people, like, have it.